Update your character sheet while we're playing. I have quite a long spiel to give. That was the first thing that any of our viewers would have heard, if we have viewers. I'm not sure. Anyway. Welcome to the first session of the second chapter of Let's Play D&D, except it's not D&D because it's Star Wars 5e, Dawn of Defiance. Chapter 2 is called A Wretched Hive. Before we begin, just a couple of disclaimers. All of the views that are expressed here are expressly the views of the individuals expressing them. They are not reflective of the views of the University of Washington or of the VA. We do not own Wizards of the Coast. We do not own Star Wars. However, all Star Wars 5e content was made in compliance with the Wizards of the Coast fan content policy. And that's all. Okay. When last we met, I made my font way too small, guys, because it's a little bit longer than our usual when last we met. When last we met, our gaggle of unlikely heroes had finally succeeded in rescuing Imperial defector and informant to... rescuing and delivering Imperial... Okay, I'm starting over. Our gaggle... Third time's the charm, guys. Our gaggle of unlikely heroes had finally succeeded in rescuing Imperial defector, an informant, and delivering him to Senator Bail Organa. What did I write here? Anyway, you guys got Admiral Gilder to this. You did it. Good job. Congratulations. That's why you leveled up. From the secret prison on the fungal world of Felucia. Jeez. After narrowly escaping an encounter with the fearsome Inquisitor, the crew was escorted by Captain Serrano O'Keefe to a lone frigate hidden deep within the uninhabited Xandrak system. Here, on one of the first vessels of a burgeoning rebel fleet, the party has had several weeks to familiarize themselves with the ship and one another, as well as to consider what their futures may hold, and if they are compatible with the rebel agenda. What's that? Is that a screwdriver? A spoon? You're muted. You're muted. Tell us what you're holding. Is this a joke? Do you think you're funny?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you trying to show us?
Oh, I'm not trying to show you anything. What were you saying?
It seemed like you were holding up a screwdriver or something in front of your camera, but whatever. Anyway, okay. So before we begin, I want to do something new that I was reminded of when I played last session, or last week with our previous DM, Brandon. In this shameless plug for viewers, please tune in on Wednesday evenings if you want to see a traditional fantasy themed D&D campaign that is the brainchild of our buddy Brandon. Anyway, he had us doing something for a while that I really liked, which is rolling initiative at the start of the session, so that when combat starts, we can just get right into it. We don't have to sit around while I write out all the initiatives and everybody roll initiative, and then it kind of, messes with the flow. So to that end, if you could all go ahead and roll initiative, that would be fab.
Oh, my thing is stalling. It's just stuck on overwrite. Let me refresh. Go.
Hey, I'm still working on it. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad. There's a low stress situation.
Oh my goodness, this is taking forever to load. Are you guys getting any interference right now, or
interference?
What? Yeah, can you expand on that?
I'm trying to open my character sheet. It's not loading.
Weird.
Yeah, I was trying to
let me try again.
Upload the file for the level 6 or whatever, and it didn't. It just gets stuck on a page and doesn't update.
Oh.
But I just refreshed, went back to my level 5 and rolled that.
Yeah. Oh wait. Hold on. No. That's the core. Well, did that do it?
that worked.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hang on. I have to mess with something real quick. Okay. Let's roll initiative for Fury. Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Fury
wow.
with the nat 20. Great. She'll be thrilled about that. We got Carlton
Ewok
Moss.
loves to fight.
13, 11, and wait, no. 11 and 9. Okie dokie. Great. Initiatives have been rolled. Fabulous. Okay, so you guys have all been aboard the Resurgence, which is that frigate that you arrived on at the end of the last session. I know you didn't get a whole lot of time to kind of get to know the captain there, Captain Lacinta. He is technically formally part of the Alderanian military, but the operation of the Resurgence is a little bit more covert. It's under the supervision of Senator Bail Organa. It's a terrorist cell, according to the Empire. You know how it is. So sucks for you guys, I guess, if that's not what you're into. So anyway, you guys have been there for about 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks, poor Ingot, the Tauntaun, started to have some health complications, some wheezing, some fatigue, just weird stuff like that, not being her usual Tauntaun self. And so our good friend Doobie was devastated to have to do this because he just loves making new friends, as you guys know. But he had to leave the party, at least temporarily, to go try to hunt down an interstellar veterinarian. Because ultimately, friendship is important to Doobie, but Ingot is his best friend, and also his ward. And he has to put her care first. So that's where Doobie is. I know, that's really painful for us all. Actually, as a matter of fact, how do your characters feel about that? I'm just wondering. Tell me.
Doobie, no, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm kind of indifferent. Yeah.
All right. Oh, actually, I also just realized I didn't introduce any of you guys, and let me explain what's going on the landing page. My bad. We're kind of out of. I'm not in the swing of it. I did actually change your name on the landing page to John Stryker, and I forgot to change it back, Brennan. Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
So
I'll just be John
a couple
Stryker
days
this
off.
session.
No, I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so I totally forgot to introduce myself at the start of the show. That's kind of the thing I always do. I am Liv, your GM. That's Galaxy or Game Master, whatever tickles your peach. And right below me is Brennan, who plays our scout, Yamnak Peakall, except he lied to me and told me that he was going to be changing his character to John Stryker, and I believed him because I never learn, I guess, that he likes to do silly little lies for his silly little fun. That's why it says that on the landing page. It's not true. Ordinarily, to the right of Brennan would be Sam, who plays our fighter, Fury Winton. Unfortunately, Sam cannot be with us this week, but she will rejoin us next week. And hopefully there will be plenty of things for her to blow up at that time. To the right of where Sam normally is Adam, playing our operative Carlton Moth. And last but not least, to the right of Adam, I was going to say Carlton, same thing, is Emmy playing our engineer, Atliha. And now we do only have one engineer now because Doobie and Ingot had to take their leave, unfortunately. Anyway, please, characters, tell me about your feelings. I would love to hear them. I mean, honestly, just like, how have you been talking amongst yourselves about this whole accidentally becoming terrorist thing? Do you feel like your values are compatible with this infant rebellion? What are your plans? And how much have you been willing to share? That's wow. Okay, great. Atlee?
This is popular. Wait, why are you popular?
Popular.
In what way are
Oh.
you popular? Are we all popular?
I-
That's
I-
not good. I don't like this. I would like to be not popular.
Is popular not a thing on Kaminoa?
Camino.
It certainly is, but not whenever you're associated with terrorists. It's bad.
Okay, well, didn't
Carlton?
I hate to point out the obvious, but you were explicitly offered a job that was like to free a rebel informant from an imperial prison. So like what made you think that you were not getting involved with
We were
anti-imperial
on a
terrorists?
friendship track. We were together to become friends, and it evolved from there. I was there to make family bonds, and instead we are bonded to the terrorist organization.
All right. Well, I can't lie. It sort of seems like you just like didn't think through the legal implications of your decisions, because I tried to make it really clear from the get-go that you would be making an enemy of the Empire.
Come on, you never went on a bender and stole a speeder, maybe overthrew a local government,
I thought I was being really obvious about it, but maybe not. But I'm curious. I want to know more about Atlee, because it kind of seems like Yamnak and Carlton have a little bit of experience with the the kind of criminal side of the galaxy. They've crossed paths a little bit with some shady characters, and Fury, as we know, is a fighter. Fury she'll fight anyone and anything for the righteous cause of freedom.
Are you saying that the literal human trafficker is not familiar with breaking the law?
I don't know. Would you consider all Kaminoans human traffickers? It's kind of like, I mean, that's sort of just how their whole economy operates. So
have you ever
have to look through it through
Atlee
their
drag
lens.
a body?
I would prefer not to be remembered in this light. I am a family creature, I am a creature of habit. I just, really I think you got me all wrong, guys. I think we should just maybe look away from Atlee and look towards
absolutely.
other things, like
accept you.
getting a family started. Let's go find some rideable creatures, since the Tauntaun is not an option anymore, and our little Kybucks are dead since that happened, and now we're terrorists.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man.
My whole goal is done.
That's something I do feel bad about, because somebody probably raised that Kaibuck from a young steed.
Oh yeah, you guys know who raised the Kaibuck. What Mandrake, Vazus Mandrake, he raised those Kaibucks. And he loved them, and I don't know if you recall, they were named after his former wartime compatriots. Things like Alan. And
I do recall.
We re-killed his friends.
Yeah, he's suffering through that all over again.
It was devastating. I thought that we could, bring some life back in that corner of the galaxy, but instead, now we're terrorists.
Also, Chief's daughter, dead. She's gone. I know you guys really wanted to go back to Fallujah to let them know about that. Once again, if you have tried since...
How did she die?
How did she die? Oh, she was killed by stormtroopers. Do you guys remember you tried to crawl out the vent the same way that you came in, and you saw the chief's daughter and all the Kaibucks just crumpled corpses? Disgusting.
How did that happen?
They were discovered.
Yeah.
The stormtroopers went outside.
By the AT-AT.
Yeah, the stormtroopers, they were patrolling anyway, because it's a prison, so they were patrolling the exterior, but then also the stormtroopers went outside to check on that the turret, the machine gun turret, because it was malfunctioning. And so, there's just a larger presence outside, and they found you.
Were we there for that?
Yeah, it happened while you were in the prison, because she led you there. She was waiting so she could escort you back to the village.
Why didn't she just leave?
She was supposed to escort you back to the village.
Obviously got sabotaged by.
So she didn't come with?
No, why would she go into the Imperial prison where all of her homies and brethren had been captured and taken? Why would she want to do that?
Why wouldn't she go in with the people with a bunch of guns?
because she barely knows you,
You
and
were
also she
questioning.
couldn't communicate with you.
Yeah.
Well, we
She-
were giving her like very vague signals. I think like she could have picked up on that.
Okay.
I
Well,
agree. I think she's dead now, though, and we should send back the genetic material to the family members. So that way they are aware of their tribes people and their village people.
you guys can't get the genetic. It's gone. Like it blew
No, I
up when you
have it.
blew up. No,
We
you.
sent it.
Wait, the whole
No, you
village is
didn't.
gone?
What? No,
The
the
village is
prison.
gone?
Can I talk, please? Because it seems like you guys are really confused about what happened. You blew up that prison. Boom
Yes.
to smithereens and
I
everything in
understand
the
that.
vicinity, including
But-
the corpse of the chief's daughter. You have other Felucian DNA that you harvested from the Felucians in the prison. You do not have the daughter's DNA. And
Oh no,
how
I
would
don't want the daughter's DNA. We
how
don't
would
know.
they even be able to identify, even if you got it to them, like they are not a very like technologically advanced community. How would they know? Like they'd just be like, oh, here is some fucking blood that we got from those weirdos that came through our village. How
I'm-
thoughtful.
I apologize for my frustration, but I'm beginning to see why we chose certain species to continue the line and we didn't choose others. How can you not tell? I don't know. I'm trying to.
What?
It's just getting really well.
Okay, breaking news.
Trying to
Wait,
share with your
guys,
dialogue,
has
and it just
anyone been
went
writing?
really dark.
I don't think we have said anything like funny enough for a title yet, but I don't know if anyone's been writing them down, so I guess I can handle that. But anyway, breaking news: Atlee is a eugenicist. It's a really good title.
Yeah. No, we already knew that. You guys tried to say that I was a, slave driver, what did you say? A body snatcher,
Human trafficker.
human trafficker. Funny story. We don't just clone humans. Also, that would be a food trafficker. I was a trucker. I worked on maintenance. So
Okay.
Wait,
All
are
right.
like
Who was in the truck?
Mandalorians humans?
What? Yeah, Mandalorians are humans.
Whoa, really?
I
Yeah.
didn't work on that.
Wow.
That was
But
my department.
anyway, so Atlee is a eugenicist, not a terrorist. Don't get it twisted. Glad we got that figured out. Carlton, Yamnak, how are you feeling about you've been through a lot in the past like 2-3 weeks. What's going on in your brains? How much have you been sharing with the others?
Yama, do you feel supported and safe? I tried to save you as much as I could.
I
You tried to
feel,
save him?
vaguely annoyed, and I have for the past couple weeks.
Okay, why is that? Feel free to open up about it. Maybe to your maybe you've only opened up to your buddy Carlton. I don't know.
Well, I was having a conversation with Atlee
Oh, okay.
because Atlee was asking.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. I thought we were kind of like metagaming and sharing our feelings, but that's fine.
Oh.
I didn't realize you were role playing with Atlee. Go for it. But that's what I want. That seems.
Do you want me to metagame? I've been kind of annoyed the past couple of years.
Okay, no. Continue
Yo,
your.
Colorado is hot. I'm gonna do a Star Wars photo shoot out here because it fits. There's sand. It's hot. I want to come home. Send me home.
Sick. Okay. See you next weekend out there, friend. Okay. Yeah, sorry. My bad. No more metagaming. Well, I mean, there will be metagaming. There's always a little bit of metagaming kind of going on in the background. But yeah, if you want to talk about your feelings in character to Atlee, please do. I'd love that. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could meta for just a second that like Carlton is this is like faster paced than what he's ever dealt with,
Okay.
and he's kind of like middling in age, so this is like a big rush to him, but at the same time like he's really feeling like, oh god, my back. Like he's like he's like stretching every time we stopped like somewhere, and but he's having the time of his life.
Okay.
And also I think this is like the longest he's ever spent in like one sector, instead of going from port to port, which I don't know if I ever mentioned that why he does that, but
Not. I mean, I've read your backstory, so I know a little bit, but the others only know what you've told them.
You haven't shared diddly
Yeah.
squat other
Um,
than death sticks and emotions.
oh
That's
yeah,
true.
that's
Death
true.
Sticks. How many are
Yeah.
you down to?
and foot massages with Yamnok.
What? Hold on. Listen, I can't reach down there.
Yeah.
It would be fabulous if we could do a barter system for this.
Wait, what?
Atlee can't
Foot
reach
massages.
their
'Cause we
own
sleep,
feet
like-
because their necks are their neck is so
we
long.
sleep head to foot in the
Why
bunk.
not?
You know, whenever you have so much blood in your body and then you go inverted and you pass out, that's essentially what happens. I stay upright where I go vertical, like a swim where I stay upright. Or I
I've never
sit.
had that happen. What?
I don't go upside down.
Oh,
Trampoline parks are not my friend. Zero grab, not my friend.
children, not your friends.
Sorry, I'm writing down titles. I appreciate you guys being patient with this kind of like slower paced game this evening. I kind of want to get back into the RP, figure out what kind of direction you guys want to take the party. Okay, Yamnak.
Well, first we're gonna get Yamnok's feelings, and then we're going back to Felucia to give them the information.
You're not going back to Felucia.
Wait,
I
why
am-
can't we do that?
Because I don't really want to stonewall you guys into going like one particular direction, but I have a limited number of maps and NPCs, and like it is a pre-written campaign. I want to give you guys some flexibility, but you are not going back to Felucia. Also, if you do go back to Felucia, you'll probably be killed like immediately, either by the Felucians or by the Empire. I don't know what would possess you to do that.
Yeah,
Felucians, we're buddies.
I think we've like.
Are you?
I'm just getting the vibe today that we should follow what Fury like suggests. The warrior and the heart of the group. The true leader in
Fury's been very determined lately. I
a
would
one leader.
consent to
leader.
that.
Yeah, I think that, if Sam's not here, I can't wait to hear more from Sam directly next week about Fury's motivations, but Fury's a born fighter, and I have a feeling that she probably has some like renewed vigor from being part of this burgeoning rebellion. It's probably pretty exciting for her.
She's living out like a personal fantasy.
Yeah. She's just really into war. These are a few of my favorite things. War.
These are the biggest things she's been able to blow up with her flechette launcher, to be sure. Usually targeting like small rodents and stuff, crawling up trees.
Yeah. Okay, Yamnak, please talk to Carlton or Atlee or both about your feelings.
Oh no, I'm already done.
Okay. You're sure? Just so you've been on that oh no. Oh, that's gonna mess everything up. Okay.
Oh,
Hopefully when they come
the
back.
stream went down.
No,
Okay.
the stream didn't go down. They just hopped off the Zoom, probably on accident.
When they
Anyway,
get back, whatever squares we
Oh,
land
yeah,
on, that's who we
he
have
did
to
leave.
play as. So
yeah.
if you
no.
get
Can we
No.
make like a
TM,
drastic decision for like
it'll be
the entire group,
Right.
so when everyone comes back, like we're just like doing some dumb shit that has nothing to do with anything.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to make some decisions soon. But I just want to be clear, Yamnak, you've been on this ship for about 2 weeks, kind of recuperating, figuring out, because you didn't really have any. Oh, good, they're back in the right spot. Didn't really have any way off this hunk of junk yet. They told you if you wanted to like charter a ship off that like they could do that. You're not a prisoner. It just would take some time because they got limited resources. And you're in the middle of the uninhabited Xandrax system. So in that 2 weeks that you've been there, the only exchange you've had with Yamnak and Atlee is to let them know that you've been pretty annoyed for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So glad that you guys are getting close. Okay. Well, after
I
a
will
couple.
protect you with my life.
Are you saying that directly to Yamnak?
Yes, no more nagging.
Wait, could you repeat the question?
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
There was
not-
no question. I will protect you with my life.
Oh, okay.
We have somebody in our chat. They said first, so it's the pressure's on. You guys better start performing.
I was gonna say, is that in exchange for the foot rubs that Yamnok's gonna be giving?
Yeah. Wait, no, I want more on that.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't get foot rubs.
Have you guys exchanged it? Okay. All right.
No more metagaming.
Jesus Christ. Okay. It's been a couple of weeks. What we know so far is that it's been a couple of weeks on the resurgence. What we know so far is that Doobie had to depart the team to find a vet for Ingot the Tauntaun. Fury is rearing to fight, as always. Hopefully we'll get some more insight on her feelings next week when Sam is able to join us. Yamnok has just been really annoyed for the past couple weeks. Atlee is finally regretting and kind of understanding the implications of their decisions to accidentally become a terrorist in the name of making friends. And Carlton Moth is having a great fucking time, but he's got old bones, and so he's kind of struggling to keep up with these youths. That's what we know. So after a couple of weeks, you guys are called to a briefing. Sorry, just a moment here.
Hold on, we're soldiers now too?
No, you're not. You're not prisoners. You're not soldiers. You just are like chilling on this ship.
Hey, I got my RBF.
Sorry, you're invited to a briefing. My bad. What do you have your RBF? Can you explain?
Rusting briefing face.
Understood.
Did you say resting or rusty?
Resting,
Okay.
like it's staying there,
like resting bitch face. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I put it on during briefs,
Resting briefing face. Okay, got it. Great. So you're invited to a briefing, and also you guys would want to go anyway, or at least for sure Fury would want to go, because the briefing is being held by Admiral Nathan Gilder, the dilfiest dilf that ever did dilf. So of course you want to be there. He's got intel and also like a killer smile. So in case anyone forgot what he looks like,
Driven by lust.
Also, I'm popping you guys onto the Banshee. You're not actually on the Banshee right now. I guess you
We're
can.
not?
Not yet.
Where are we at?
You're on the Resurgence, which is that big frigate that is in the middle of that uninhabited system. So anyway,
Okay.
if anyone forgot what Admiral Gilder looks like, oh my god, it's not showing up.
I see. He's like,
Is that Mark Ruffalo?
Is that Zach Braff?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Andy Samberg?
Sorry,
Ben
I'm
Stiller?
trying
James
to.
Franco?
All right, I just expanded it a little bit so that people on the stream would be able to see, but that is what Daddy Nathan Gilder looks like. He's a former Imperial admiral, but he defected and started sharing information with Senator Bail Organa, and then he got thrown in prison, and the gang sprung him. But he's sexy and fine and beautiful, and we love him. Okay, so he's the one who invites you to this briefing. If you don't want to go, then I guess don't go. But I can only manage so many storylines at once. If you want to continue the campaign, you have to go to the briefing. I'm sorry. I don't want to railroad you guys, but that's where the next bit of plot development is going to occur.
Wait, who said this to us?
Me. I'm saying that Olivia, I'm saying that to you right now. So listen good.
Wait, will you have to go to the
inspired
briefing
to
to play
go.
the game?
Yes. Because I can't.
So nobody said this to us. It's just like metagaming right now.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the briefing.
To be clear, I'm the GM, so unless I explicitly say that I'm talking to someone, it's metagaming. Anyway.
All right, let's go to the briefing.
Great, you guys are invited to the briefing. The briefing room aboard the Resurgence is clean, crisp, and white, with several benches wrapping smoothly around a holographic projector seated on a raised dais in the center of the room, the projector springs to life, and a blue tinted hologram of a hut hovers before you. Hut, as in like Joppa, the hut, the creatures, the species. Nathan Gilder clears his throat brusquely and launches into his spiel, wasting no time on pleasantries, which is very out of character for Daddy Gilder. So, he must be like pretty serious about this. Before the Empire decided my conscience was a liability, he says, I was involved peripherally in a top-secret plan known as the Sarlacc Project. While the details of the project are unknown to me, I was involved in the transfer of large sums of credits and resources to the project. Whatever the project entails, it's taking up a lot of the Empire's time and effort. Moreover, I believe the Sarlacc Project is destroying the lives of thousands of sentient beings. Casualty reports cross my desk on a regular basis. Unfortunately, I don't know much more than that, but during my brief brushes with the project, I discovered the Imperial Navy was hiding the program's existence from the Senate by transferring resources through middlemen. Resources were routed through the corporate sector, through fake contractors, and through the criminal underworld to keep a trail from leading back to the project. One such intermediary was a Hutt crime lord named Darga. That's who you see on the projector before you. The hologram projector is Darga. Darga is a slimy gangster whose love of credits is exceeded only by his love of power. Whose love of credits is exceeded only by his love of power, and he shakes his head. Nodding is affirmative and shaking is negative. We know that. He shakes his head like a disappointed father would. He's not mad. He's just disappointed. Blah, 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 blah. Darga the Hutt. Part of my job. No, we already read that. Sorry, this is a lot of exposition, guys. Okay. Part of my job involved transferring resources to Darga, and in turn arranging for Imperial agents to take control of other resources. Blah, blah, blah. Not simply credit transfers, but material resources. Items being traded were not specified. Blah, blah, blah. Though it's not much, this is the only lead we have. Captain Lacinta has charged me with helping to uncover more about the Sarlacc Project, and he and Senator Bail Organa have authorized me to offer you the opportunity. We need you to travel to the planet of Cato Nemoidia and find Darga the Hutt to see if you can learn what he's trading in and how it relates to the Sarlacc Project. That's it. That's the briefing. He rests his case. How do you respond?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I said you had to go to the briefing. I didn't say you had to just agree to do whatever was presented to you in the briefing without question.
Oh, perfect. Then I would like to go back.
You'd like to what?
What is it you'd like to do, Atlee?
I would like to get vengeance for those who were genetically tested on.
Okay. So it seems like you've probably been proposing this to anyone in a position of power aboard the Resurgence the entire 2 weeks you've been there. They've said no to you every single time. So
I'm nothing if not dependably forceful about it.
Right. So go ahead and roll, I don't know, roll persuasion. Also, Admiral Gilder, he's not an admiral anymore. I'm going to start calling him Nate. Nate, what are you rolling it? You gasped like you had rolled a nat 20, but you didn't roll anything. Anyway, I'm going to start calling former Admiral Gilder Nate instead.
I was gasping because he lost his job, and I was like, what a loser.
Oh, yeah, well, he got thrown in prison, so that's why he lost his job. He quit, really. He quit. So,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Why did he quit?
Why did he quit? Oh, because he was discovered to be an informant.
Okay, why would that make you quit your job? I don't get it.
Because they put him in prison, and he was like, fuck this, bro, I don't want to be in prison.
Yeah, but you want to get that severance pay,
You only have internet for one. What does that mean?
I can either be on Zoom or I can use Roll20.
I
have not successfully used at the same time.
Okay, all right, that's okay, because I will. I'll pull up your character sheet and I'll roll it for you.
All right. Then I'll just close out of this and that be.
Trying
Trying real hard.
I'll be interested in meeting
Persuasion.
Darga the Hutt.
You do have a -1 to persuasion. Not sure if you're aware.
I do.
And you rolled a 3. You rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Honestly, not only were they were not persuaded any of the probably dozens of times that you suggested that you return to Fallujah. And at this point, they're actually starting to get kind of pissed off, kind of thinking that you might be like a liability to future missions. So,
I am.
Yeah. So,
I fight for what's right.
Admiral
No, it's easy.
Admiral Gilder sighs in exasperation, and he looks at you exactly like a disappointed father would. He was expecting more character development over the course of these 2 weeks. I know, you're a clone species. But, I'm sure you're familiar from, like, the HoloNet and shit, just, like, popular media, that sometimes fathers can be disappointed in you, and that it can be really painful because you want to live up to their expectations. You want them to be proud of you, usually. Anyways, he shakes his head and just ignores you. He just straight up doesn't respond because you've already had this conversation with him several times about why you are not going back to Fallujah. How does everyone else respond to the briefing where he requested that you travel to the planet Cato Nemoidia to find out more about the Sarlacc project?
I'll be looking forward to meeting Darga the Hutt. He runs in the same syndicate that's been sending some of their lesser-known investigators after me.
Oh, okay. Love that. That's not what Nate says. That'd be kind of pretty out of character for him. That's what Olivia is saying. Oh, okay. Love that.
You gotta keep that. I love that for you.
He seems very concerned that you've had brushes this close with crime before. He knows that Darga the Hutt is like hella dangerous. Fury is really excited. She's like, if it'll give us the chance to blow stuff up, absolutely. I'm not thrilled about the idea of having to be kind of covert to get this information, but my time will come. That's how Fury responds. Hopefully. I hope I'm doing Sam justice. Yamnak, how do you respond?
Hey, if there's money, my pockets are feeling pretty light. Okay, let's do it.
What'd you do with the 3,000?
Yeah, you guys haven't had to spend any credits since you got here because they.
Oh yeah, don't you worry about that.
Understood.
We went half and half on a brewing set. We got it set up in our room right now.
Yeah, we also opened a joint checking account.
Yeah,
That's
it took up so much
fabulous.
room that we couldn't use our bunk bed anymore. Now we have to be on the same bunk again.
Okay.
If you guys need to be in my room, that's fine. We can get a king size, the equivalent of a king size, because kings don't exist, and then we can all lay together.
Yeah, we're gonna have to alternate sleeping directions every other night, though, so that way, like, one person doesn't get like, double feet every night. You know what I mean? Because it wouldn't be fair.
Understood.
One person.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Okay. So joint checking account between Yamnak and Carlson. Sorry, I think I just bumped my microphone. That's probably loud. That's a really exciting development.
And a brewery.
And brewing. You guys have started a home brewery in your compartment aboard the Resurgence. Love that for you. That is so exciting. Very hip and cool of you to do. Okay. So, but to be clear, I know I didn't give you guys a lot of information about this. I should have before we actually started this session. But if you guys needed to restock on any kind of like basic medical supplies, basic tech, stuff like that, they have access to it on the Resurgence. They can get that for you. And it's not going to cost you fuck all, because it's kind of assumed that you Bail Organa is kind of taking you at your word that you will probably accept another job from him. You're not like on retainer or anything, but he's told you that he'll have more work, and here it is, you're getting more work right now. So with regard to your question about your what you said about your pockets feeling kind of light, Nate says, in exchange for your assistance, Captain Lacinta, in case you guys forgot what Captain Lacinta looks like, this is Captain John Q. Lacinta.
Wow.
Yeah, He's like pretty fine. He's pretty
Wow.
fine for a Rhodian, right? That's what I thought too.
Got so much swagger.
I right? I know. It's just the energy. He just exudes confidence. Crazy. I know.
Like-
He's
Y-mail models confidence.
Yeah, his fucking wrinkles on his forehead look like the dunes of Oregon.
That's like his blue steel look right there.
So yeah, there you go. That's Captain John Q. Lacinta. Like I said, he is technically officially on like the government payroll of Alderaan, but this is a covert mission. The covert mission is that the local, like the planetary government of Alderaan, is pretty much single-handedly funding this burgeoning rebellion under the supervision of Bail Organa. Anyway, he says to you, Captain Lacinta has authorized payment of 2,500 credits to each of you, 50% upfront. Additionally, this may be a chance to discover what the Empire is planning with the Sarlacc project, which could have pretty huge repercussions if I'm right. And it would just make me all really proud. Make me really proud of all of you.
This has to do with genetic testing again, doesn't it?
Wow.
Okay, he seems kind of confused because he was like, well, I mean, there was genetic testing going on at that prison facility, but I wasn't aware of that until I was in prison there. So,
I
mean,
don't believe you.
Okay, that's he. He looks puzzled because he's proven so far to be a pretty trustworthy character. He hasn't given, I don't know. Roll insight to tell if.
Oh wait,
to,
do I really have to?
Yeah, roll insight to see
No,
if he's.
I just don't believe them.
Okay, roll insight because I'm going to tell you whether or not you believe him.
What? Why not? Why can't I, as a character, not believe them?
Okay, fine. I guess you cannot believe him, but you roll insight to see if you have actually any good reason to think that he's.
Oh, okay. That works.
Fuck, dude.
May I also roll insight, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's taking forever to load again.
Yeah. Here, I forgot. I have to roll for you, Allie. Allie rolled a 2 for insight. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yamnak, like I said, you think that Nate is probably like a pretty trustworthy dude. You're a little bit concerned about like how long, like to become an admiral within the Imperial Navy, like you gotta like really stick with it for quite a while. So you're a little bit concerned about that, but like he defected at major risk to himself, and so you recognize that he doesn't really have a lot of reasons to be lying to you guys, except that maybe there's some kind of like intel that's kind of staying up at the tippy top of this infant rebellion. Atlee, I don't even know where to begin. Atlee, you think now at this point that you're like suddenly starting to get like rancid vibes from Daddy Nathan Gilder. Like it's weird because he just seemed like so kind and trustworthy and relatable, and he just seemed to have so much respect for everyone around him. What are you doing, Brennan?
I'm looking at a Cam.
Okay. Anyway.
Don't worry, I'm listening.
That's all right. Atlee, basically, you're reading the vibes all wrong. Sorry about that.
I think I'm reading the vibes
sweet
right.
Orange tang into the what?
Tang?
Sunkissed?
What?
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how they make Sunkissed so sweet and orangey.
Yeah, exactly. You got me.
Okay, great. Roll insight for that. I'm kidding.
Roll for mental health.
Can you do a lore check for me real quick?
Wait, who?
I was joking. I was saying you, Brennan, that you need to do a lore check to find out how they make
I'll
Sunkissed.
figure out the answer on my own. Don't worry, I got you.
Okay, cool. Great. So, do you guys have any other questions about that?
Carlton, can we use your sneaky link to get supplies dropped off to us if we need them while we're there? I don't know if that's the proper term used.
Absolutely. We're going to be closer to the network than we have been since we started this whole thing.
Wait, is that bad or good?
No, it's great. We're gonna be near so many different layers. Yeah, we're gonna have. It's gonna be like we're gonna have Amazon Prime. It's gonna be there in like 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Lore check. Can you tell us what Amazon
Oh.
is?
We're gonna get Felucia Prime.
Why would they have
All
a
their own.
delivery service?
So actually, it's interesting that you should say that. I'm excited to tell you more about Cato and Nemoidia if and when you ever get there, because Cato and Nemoidia was formerly the planetary headquarters of the Trade Federation. If you're familiar with the prequels and the Clone Wars, you'll know about the Trade Federation. But Trade
I'm talking about
Federation.
Felucia.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the Trade Federation.
Okay, go ahead.
And the reason I'm talking about Trade Federation is because it is about as close as you could possibly get to Galactic Amazon. It is a massive shipping and trading conglomerate that had so much power that they were like a major player, and with the Separatists, the opposition force against the Republic in the Clone Wars. I see you raising your hand. What's up?
Can you spell Cato and Nemoidia real quick?
CATO space NEIMOIDIA.
Okay.
Had to think about that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. So any other questions about the Sarlacc project, about Cato Nemoidia, about Darga the Hutt, about how you're getting there? You guys want to negotiate?
Do we have any other links that are present other than apparently Carlton?
You're asking?
Do we have any other secret agents that will be helping us, like the dead princess?
Like what? Say again, the last bit?
Like the dead princess, the tribe, the one that died.
Yeah, do we have any assets?
Yeah. So Nathan,
assets? That is a creature of life?
Nathan Gilder responds, he's like, well, as far as I'm aware, the Felucian allies that you made on Felucia, you made yourself just through networking once you arrived on the planet. It seems like you guys are more than capable. I know you have what it takes. Champ, I know you have what it takes to make the connections you need once you get to Cato Nemoidia. Also,
so we're going in
we have very limited
alive.
resources. He seems pretty offended by that, and Fury also seems pretty offended by that. She elbows you in the knee, because she doesn't like that you're kind of talking smack right to Daddy Gilder's face. She doesn't like that at all.
I'm not swayed back on this.
Okay. This is quite the mission. It seems like you guys don't have any questions or concerns.
We didn't consider it last time. Why start now?
You guys actually did. You were very skeptical and argued for a long time with Bail Organa before you agreed to do the mission for him.
I don't remember that. It doesn't sound like me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not. Do you want anything this time?
Oh, do I want anything?
Yeah, we have hats. We have an air fryer.
Yeah.
Nathan Gilder reminds you that he's going to have to run any like bizarre requests up the chain to Senator Organa, the head honcho.
Okay.
I just like, if I die, can you just like talk about me in like elementary schools? Like I was a hero.
What's an elementary school?
It's like a school for little people.
Why would you need that? Just upload them.
Fury starts jumping up and down and like waving her hands.
Fury, you've been there. Oh my.
Oh, she's like, oh no, I just meant that I'm little. I'm a little people. Anyway, Admiral Gilder smacks you on the shoulder, like a, like kind of like a little like side hug backpack thing, and says, "I sincerely hope that you live to see the end of days, Yamnak, my friend, my buddy, my pal." But
it sounds like a threat.
Yeah, that does sound like
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, "That sounds terrible." I
hope you don't die.
No, he's like, "Buddy, I know you're gonna live a long, healthy life, but in the event that I'm wrong, you can be sure that we'll honor you in death."
Okay, I have another request.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
I want 3,000 credits
instead of 2,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I would like that as well. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, Nathan Gilder's Admiral Gilder's like, we know, you guys I'm gonna pay you all equally, obviously, but let me run it by Captain Lacinta. And then he immediately on his Riscom asks Captain Lacinta. He says, "Hey, they're asking for an extra 500 credits each," and you hear Captain Lacinta sigh on the other end of the comm and say, "I guess we don't have another option, do we?" So then Admiral
We
Gilder's
do
like,
actually have another option. I would like to interject.
okay.
Now, instead of taking the increase of pay, Carlton, would we like our own ship since I can man it?
Ooh.
I know we don't have duty any longer. They're off exploring on their own. They will return, and at some point we need a home base. And I feel like this time, if we had our own safe place,
Yeah, and there'll
could
be
make
plenty
safe.
of storage in the back for our brewing system.
and the air fryer.
Okay, that's a
But
really good. So Admiral Gilder is like, "Did you hear that, Captain Lacinta?" And Captain Lacinta is like, "I'd have to discuss it with Senator Bail Organa. They don't. That's weird that I keep saying his whole name with the senator. There's certainly no way we could get it that we could get you a brand new ship before
Joe Rogan.
before you left. But we've arranged transport for you with Captain Serona O'Keefe. She's on retainer now, and you can. He does say it like that. He's really excited about it.
What is that?
Captain. He said
That was Doobie's love.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
what's retainer?
On retainer, it's like even if you don't have a job, like an active job or contract, you're being paid like a regular salary with a company. In this case, with the Alderanian government / covert rebel organization.
Is that a good
It's a
thing?
universal basic income, but for rich people.
Is that a good thing?
No, it's not universal. It's a
universal
job.
basic
Yeah,
income.
it's a good.
UBI.
It's not that.
It's good.
Should they be happy about that, or
Yeah,
how
it's
should
a
they be
job.
feeling about this?
How should you? I don't know how you should feel
Is
about
it a
that.
nice
You
job?
like, how do you feel about Serona? It seemed like you were pretty neutral towards Serona, even though she's the milfiest MILF in the Milky Way. That's not a thing.
I'm gonna
That
say
it's a different galaxy. Anyway, it's a good thing for her.
Apparently
She
she's
has
milk there too.
she has a permanent
Although
job.
Milky Way had to get
now.
a name somehow.
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh.
That's cool.
Hang on. Milfiest MILF in the Milky Way is a good title.
Milky Way.
Milfiest
MILF
in the Milky Way. Milfiest MILF in the Milky Way. Okay, great. Jesus Christ. She yeah, it's great for her. She has a job. So that's fine for you to be like happy for her if you want. I don't know. She has a permanent paid position.
Her duties last time.
You see what?
What makes you say that?
Derelict in her duties.
She like saved your ass several times.
While we were flying ship, she took some personal time in the captain's quarters.
Yeah, she's a
with our
contractor.
Recently released prisoner.
Brandon's
And they
here. Sorry. He says Milky Way is his favorite candy. Yeah. So, but what I'm hearing is that you don't like that Serona put the ship on autopilot while you were traveling through hyperspace to go have a quickie with Daddy Gilder. Okay. So, are you saying that to are you saying that to Daddy Gilder?
I'm trying to suavely say that.
Okay.
Suavely.
Daddy Gilder clears his throat. He's like, well, you know, Captain O'Keefe is a professional, but she's also a contractor, and what she does when you know what she does with her time is totally her business. It seems roll insight. Again, wait, I have to roll for you. I forgot about your internet. Hang on. Maybe you'll have better luck this time with your insight roll.
While I'm trying to do the insight roll, Carlton, what do you feel about this? We don't have our own rooms still. Do you have enough room for the brew?
Wait, hold up. Who said you're making up lies? Who said that? You do have your own rooms. You're deliberately
they were rentals.
No, you were explicit.
Wait,
you were explicit. Let me finish your sentence. You were explicitly offered permanent lodging if you wanted it aboard. Like, did you guys listen to
With a
anything I
piece.
said? No, not okay. That's not a ship that you live on. Like,
Exactly. We want a ship.
and Captain
Yeah.
Lacinta is being very accommodating. Captain Lacinta was like, you guys keep interrupting him, but Captain Lacinta is saying, yes, we can get you a ship. There's no possible way we can get it before you need to leave, but on your return, and also as compensation for your success, we can have a ship for you. If you
That
don't
way
want
we
to,
can go travel around the galaxy
yes.
and run our
We-
own missions. We don't have to
We
be
can
tied
name
to
it the Crop Duster 69.
The crop duster 69.
Speaking of crops, I want 50 kilograms of hops for this mission. We're
type
going
of
to
hops?
take those old mushrooms that didn't turn out so well in the air fryer.
Oh.
We're going to throw them in the brewery. That'll be what we use to ferment, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we're gonna use the hops to make it an extra hoppy IPA,
Oh,
right?
uh-huh.
We're gonna call it a fung IPA.
Okay, Admiral Gilder, he's nodding along. He seems stoked about that. He thinks that's super awesome. But anyway, speaking also of Admiral Gilder, sorry, I forgot. We're not calling him Admiral Gilder anymore. Nate or Daddy Gilder.
He
That's
lost his job.
yeah, he
Mhm.
lost his job. He got a new job now. He has a new job. Nate
He's
or
a
Daddy, Nate or Daddy Gilder. With your insight roll, you're able to tell when he's talking about Serona that like maybe things like are not going the way he wants with Serona. So you didn't roll high enough to be able to tell, like, is she not reciprocating his feelings, or maybe she's coming on a little too strong. Like, you can't tell exactly the vibes, but there's a little bit of tension. Things are not all hunky-dory between your MILF and DILF. Sorry about that.
This seems highly unprofessional. And I am uncomfortable with the situation.
Well, you're part of a terrorist organization now, so like the standards for professionalism are a little bit lower than Camino cloning facilities. Sorry about that. I know it's a big change of pace, but this is it's post-war time. The galaxy's changing rapidly. You're gonna have to get with it. Great. The Crop Duster 69. Okay. Admiral Gilder thinks that your brewing situation's awesome, and he says over his wristcom, Captain Lacinda, did you hear that? These men have big plans for their brewing. You think we can accommodate that? And Captain Lacinda's like, hell yeah, brother. So, here's what you've negotiated so far. You have negotiated 3,000 credits each. Captain Lacinta seemed exasperated about that, but he's willing to accommodate. Imported hops, I guess, for your brewing agenda. And Captain Lacinta has agreed that they will work on getting you your own ship so that you don't have to travel with the MILF, Serona, who at least seems intent on slut-shaming. And you'll be able to travel on your own independently throughout the galaxy. Again, you're not prisoners aboard the Resurgence, but they have very limited resources. So like you are in an uninhabited galaxy, and Serona's only one person, so she can only run so
Whatever
many
happened
errands.
to that interceptor thing that you were all afraid of?
Intercept the Inquisitor.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, Admiral Gilder seems shocked. Sorry, Nate seems shocked. I'm gonna get it. Nate seems
Daddy?
yeah, Daddy Gilder seems shocked. He's like, you mean Inquisitor Varth, who was coming to transfer me to undoubtedly the most horrific prison facility in the galaxy? I'm sure he's still out there. I'm sure he's still at large. Do you know what Inquisitors do?
Well, I thought they were following us, so I thought we might deal with that before going on to the next one. But it's fine. We can meet them at the next planet.
Well, considering we've been here in the uninhabited Xandrak system for 2 weeks and they haven't found us yet, I'm hopeful that if they were tracking us, that they've lost our trail. Also, I am, I'm quite the target for the Empire. I have a lot of Imperial secrets, but ultimately, Inquisitors are meant to track down any surviving Jedi or Force users who might be
Has that
against
actually
the
happened
Empire.
before?
What? Yamnak, what's up?
Oh, it was like, has that actually happened before?
Have there been surviving Jedi found and captured by Inquisitors? Of course. That's why. That's their
Oh.
primary. That's their purpose. Many of the Inquisitors themselves were former Jedi.
So his
Honestly,
name was Varf.
not-
Varf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Inquisitor Varf.
Is he the guy with the triangle hat?
No, he's a different. This is what we're doing right now. Not canon. And if I introduce a canon character, I will tell you about the canon character. I
Oh,
promise.
okay.
Okay. So anyway, Admiral Gilder's like, "Yo, what the fuck? These homies don't know what Inquisitors are." That's what he thinks privately, and you guys don't need to roll insight. You just can tell the vibe. What's up, Carlton?
I was going to say two things.
Yeah.
Inquisitors also go after anybody who's force sensitive.
Yeah, Admiral
as
Gilder's
well.
Daddy Gilder said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they don't just go after Jedi. Yeah. And then the other thing, what was the name of the frigate? Is the Resurgence, right?
Mhm.
And then was the captain was John Q. Lacinta the captain of the Resurgence, or
Yeah.
was there another? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the captain of the
How does that
Resurgence.
Okay.
Brandon says he's not mad. He's just disappointed. Sorry, I think I came off a little bit too angry for Daddy Gilder. He's not mad that you guys don't know who Inquisitors are. He's just like disappointed that you're not a little bit more politically aware than that. But he gets it. You know, you guys have different. He understands. You guys come from like a wide range of backgrounds.
Trying to be a farmer. I do not care about politics. I
You're
want to start a family, and I found my little family here. We're good.
Okay. Great. Daddy Gilder's a little bit confused because he got the vibe that Carlton and Yamnak were like pretty tight, like pretty close, like they have joint checking account close. But he didn't really get the vibe that you guys were all like a permanent family together. It kind of seemed, so he's a little bit confused by that. But when he hears you say that you want to be a farmer, he's like, that is such a noble ambition, my friend. And I really hope you're able to accomplish your dreams. He's being real supportive.
What up? Sarcastic? Or?
No.
Okay.
What up with your face? Why do you...
It sounded sarcastic.
Yeah, like, wow, I really hope you...
No, he's being really supportive. He wants to see Atlee accomplish their dreams.
God, how moral of you.
Yeah, he's a nice fucking guy. He's a nice guy. It's not his fault that he's also smoking hot and had, like, you know, immediately had a quickie with your pilot, like, right away. It's not his fault. Well, no, okay, the last part's his fault for sure. Anyways, okay.
It was an accident. Sorry.
Okay, Captain Lacinta has agreed to get you guys your fucking ship when you return from your journey. But you hear him say over the comm to Daddy Gilder that we're happy to accommodate them. We want them to be fairly compensated. They're not prisoners here. But they do kind of need to get a move on. And I spoke with Serona. She is itching to get to Zara. And then Daddy Gilder's like, oh yeah. The city of Zara is specifically where we recommend that you start your search for Darga the Hutt, he says with contempt. City of Zara is like formerly a hustling and bustling kind of hub on Cato Nemoidia. Do you guys?
We didn't need to search that. We have Carlton to just get us information.
Oh no, Carlton's just saying that. Carlton's talking straight out his ass and saying that he has that he's going to be able to get you guys in contact with like the criminal underworld. I didn't say that.
Sparky boy, back at we threw someone down a well.
You guys are talking about Switch. You guys are talking about your contact Switch, who is a droid information broker aboard Selzon Station, which is a spaceport. And there is a chance that if there are comings and goings by agents of Darga the Hutt through that specific station that you might be able to get information with him. But that's one tiny spaceport in a very large galaxy, pretty far from Cato Nemoidia. You can definitely give that a shot. You might get some other valuable information out of Switch. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure, Carlton, corrects me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you were just talking about the possibility that that your your other criminal contacts have connections to the same syndicate that Darga the Hutt operates in, and that you think that you're going to be able to get in contact with them and maybe find out some more information once you get to Cato Nemoidia. Is that what you were implying?
Yeah. I was also considering the idea that maybe Switch might also have like information on like who we can go to and like who's open to like trading with, like which syndicates are open to trading with like off-worlders, which is opposed to whichever ones would be like more like isolationist types.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. So Switch is going to be able, if you ask Switch for information, he's going to be able to get you information. You're going to have to ask him some kind of specific questions. If you just walk up to an information broker or send him a message in this case and say, "Hey buddy, what's going on? What's the info?" He's going to be like, what do you mean? He's gonna be pretty confused by that. So anyway, but yeah, you hear Captain Lacinta say that Sirona's itching to get to Zara. You're told that Zara is the city, blah, 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 blah. Any more questions before before Daddy Gilder ushers you out of this briefing and towards Sirona and the Banshee? Questions about Darga the Hutt, questions about the Sarlacc project, questions about Zara, the city that you're visiting, questions about Cato Nemoidia, questions about his relationship with Sirona. That's very personal, but I can't stop you from asking.
Yeah, was there anything related to the briefing about Darga that you didn't say out loud? Any like special footnotes for us? Like, I don't know, some information might be confidential. In case anybody.
Sorry. Daddy Gilder says, unfortunately, I really have told you. I wish I had more intel to share, more specific intel. All I know is that Darga the Hutt is the lead criminal operative within the Sarlacc project. He is a well-known criminal throughout the galaxy, but I suspect, based on the history of the trading and shifting around of resources that I oversaw through the Sarlacc project, that he is on Cato Nemoidia. I sincerely hope that I am not mistaken. It's not my intent to lead you on a wild goose chase.
Gotcha. Yeah. Then I suspect that our first move should be to find Darga the Hutt and squeeze him for information on the Sarlacc project. Although it might take a bit of effort to get to him. What do you guys think?
Fury is excited. She says, as long as I get to blow something up down the line. It's been 2 weeks since I blew something up. 2 weeks. Okay.
What do you mean you're blowing up on me right now?
What? Fury turns and Fury turns like, "Are you mocking me? Do you want me to blow up?" Like she's ready for a fight at any minute.
It's like we're all a little bit testy.
Yeah, and so Admiral Gilder says, "Oh, everybody, just relax. I think another adventure, another outing could be really great for you all to release some tension." Yeah.
I don't trust you.
Admiral Gilder says, "That's all right, bud. Trust is earned.
Okay.
I hope we get there someday."
Trust is earned.
I feel mildly
and not given.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to do this job, but I don't trust you, man.
Again, that is totally fine. It's our you don't have to trust me. You just have to accept fair compensation and not have any qualms about undermining the Empire. That's our mutual goal, friend. Undermining the Empire.
I've never mined diamonds, but I can mine the Empire.
Okay.
Or undermine them.
Great. Awesome. Is everyone ready to go actually board the Banshee and go to Cato Nemoidia?
Oh, we're going back on the Banshee?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
my stuff still on there?
No, I mean, you can take it back on there. Your stuff is moved to your quarters on the Resurgence that apparently you share with Yamnok because you guys have some kind of like very tight friendship going on.
Oh, can I roll to convince one of the like lower like crewmates or whatever to like take care of our brewing stuff while we're gone?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yamnok, we're getting an intern.
Oh, sweet. That's
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of an experience.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I don't have. Do I have an NPC token for you? That'd be fun if I happen to have an extra token I haven't used yet.
Why did it roll 2? Why can't I turn off?
Whoops.
What?
Oh my god. I keep clicking on the thing and I don't want to click on the thing. All right. Well, I don't have any tokens that I haven't used yet. That would be fun. I wish I had one who could just like barge into the room. So just imagine, just pretend that that. What do I want him to look like? He's human. He's Alderaanian. Most people on Alderaanian are human. And he's like 19. You're like shocked. You're like, bro. Yo.
Scale of 1 to 10.
I said he's 19.
Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10.
Years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, are you asking like how hot he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He's pretty average. Like a
What did
6.
you think I was asking?
How old he was? He's 19. He's like a 6. I don't know. He's like kind of scrawny, and it's less about what he looks like and more about his demeanor. He does not have the same swagger and confidence of Captain Lacinta, who I'll show one more time just for the vibes of it all because.
I'm just over here stuck imagining like, what if that's how we like ask for people's ages? Is like if you forget, you like ask like for the range that you think. You're like, hey, Dad, how old are you again? 50 to 60.
Okay.
Something in there, right?
Hang on. So that kid's name is going to be. You're asking me to come up with him on the spot. I do have an NPC panic list. Totally forgot about that. His name is Lemmy. It's a really unfortunate name. His name is Lemmy. And he's a skinny dude. And he doesn't. He just seems like he doesn't really have a sense of who he is yet. He carries himself like where did Emmy go? Oh man.
Oh, they said they needed to go fix their modem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd they say that? In the Discord?
Yeah.
Why are you lying to me? I can look at the Discord. Okay. Well, I hope they come back. Jesus.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
No, we're not done. So, we have another 30 minutes.
The views are not that of the University of Washington.
So true. Anyway,
all right, signing off. Goodbye.
No, stop. Carlton, what?
The Sirenscape thing, like,
Yeah.
Where's the? Are you playing something on that right now? Because
No, I told like I was. Sirenscape was not doing what I wanted it to do. I thought it was going to be ready for tonight, but it just wasn't. So next week, I promise.
Okay.
It's going to be so vibey, especially vibey.
Can
I
you
can't
hear
wait.
it on the stream?
Right now, currently, no, but we will be able to on it'll be playing in the background of the stream too next week.
I'm gonna put on a little something and just let me know if it comes over because it shouldn't.
Okay.
Okay,
Just want a
what
little
would be playing right now?
launch music.
Oh,
if you had that up?
So you did briefly hear what would be playing right now, just kind of like shipboard noises, like just kind of like a weird like mechanical hum, like some droid beeping. You guys are still in that briefing room on the Resurgence. It's kind of clinical, kind of sterile.
Is shitboard a genre of shit? Sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't even get through that.
I don't know. Can you just like imagine what it would like? Imagine the ambient noise on a spaceship. Okay.
So, like, do I get like anything out of listening to it? Like, can I hear like secret codes or like
You
a
get to
background conversation that I can investigate?
enjoy the vibes. If you want secrets, ask me for them. Ask other characters for them. Ask the
Well,
NPCs.
there's no like audio cues. Like,
No.
Oh.
Don't know how I would do that. It's just for the vibes. There's no
I mean,
secrets.
can't you do like a track, like music track, and like layer them?
Okay, so Lemmy barges into the briefing room. He doesn't even knock, and Daddy Gilder seems kind of taken aback by that. He's forgetting that like the standards for military decorum and procedure are a little bit different in this kind of like covert Alderanian operation than they were when he was an admiral in the Imperial Navy. Things are different for him. So he's like a little bit weirded out that this like 19-year-old nobody, Lemmy, just barged in without notice. And Lemmy says, "Hey, sorry to interrupt, but Captain Lacinta said that Serona, Captain O'Keefe, that she's gearing up. And you rolled persuasion to see if you could convince him to be an intern for your microbrewery. Is that right?
Yeah, I lost the option somehow of like turning off advantage. I don't know what happened there.
Hang on. Intern at the microbrewery is a good title.
Actually, I'll do a manual roll.
No, that's okay. It's left to right. So 7.
Okay.
Left to right is the order that they roll in. So you rolled a 7. And here, Lemmy's going to roll against you, but he's very weak-willed, so don't even stress.
Wait, Atlee, what do you think about this?
Atlee's not here. I'm not going to roleplay for Atlee when I know they might be coming back. Also, our stream looks like so fucked up right now, but I'm not going to adjust that because they might come back, and if they do, it'll be fine. Anyway, not only is Lemmy like extremely just naturally weak-willed, he also rolled a 6. He's like, I mean, it kind of seems like a lot of responsibility to take on. I'm kind of like new aboard the ship. I got like, I don't really know what I'm doing yet. What do you say to him to persuade him?
It's okay. We've got some good benefits when you come to work for us. We have a new program called our Spare System. We just take a quick genetic sample of you, right? And then, in the future, should any workplace accidents happen, we can fix you right up.
Atlee is nodding aggressively. They are fucking thrilled. They're like, whoa. They're glad you're kind of like going along with their agenda. Yeah, they're loving it.
It's a big selling point. What do you think about that, Lemmy?
Lemmy's like, I don't know, man. This like kind of like freaks me out. Do you think I'm gonna get injured? Do you think I'm gonna get hurt doing this?
No, of course not. Of course not. Just sign these waivers.
He's like looking at Admiral Gilder, and Admiral Gilder is like, he's shrugging his shoulders. He's like, I hear they make pretty good beer, son.
Command letting enlisted take really sketchy contracts. Tale as old as time, baby.
Lemmy's like, I guess. I don't see the harm. So he signs your waivers right then and there in the briefing room. Congratulations on your intern, Lemmy. He'll be taking care of your microbrewery operation while you're away. Jesus
Perfect. Welcome on board, Lemmy. Lemmy, my boy.
Thanks.
Yeah, we get free noogies every Friday. We have pizza every Saturday.
You see like fear flash behind Lemmy's eyes. He can't tell if you're being sarcastic or if you're being serious. Both are scary to him. He's like, I think I hear the captain calling. I gotta go.
Wait. Before you go, Lemmy, here, take this. And Carlton's gonna pull a stress ball out of his pocket and he's gonna hand it to Lemmy. And he's gonna say, practice on that. Your nice big strong hands. I got
Oh my god!
I got thick bunions.
What?
Yeah, work on those hands, boy.
Okay, let me Lemmy turns around. He walks away dejected. He's thinking real hard, trying to figure out how the strength of his hands could in any way be connected to the degree of severity of your bunions. Brandon says, "Oh no, I was not keeping up with the chat. Sorry, my bad. What did I miss? Emmy accidentally. I know the cameras are weird. I've chosen not to fix them. It's because Emmy, they accidentally hopped off the Zoom, or they're having internet issues. They're in Colorado right now, and I just don't feel like fixing it. It's too much. And then the other thing is, yeah, I didn't really mean for it to fall into a Morty area, but Morty is a good, that's, yeah. I get it. I see the comparison. Lemmy's like, he's really concerned, and I think you should be concerned about Lemmy's competence. But that's it. That's who's available aboard the Resurgence Nebulon B frigate for your microbrewery. Great. Any more questions? Ready to rock and roll?
Let's do this. Ready
Deer's
to fly.
jumping up and down excitedly, and Atlee hangs her long neck, slightly dejected. They're like a little bit still, like, nervous about being a terrorist, but they're in pretty deep now. They're in neck deep, if you will.
Okay. It's okay, my friend. We're gonna have some choice foot rubs on the way back, or when we get back.
Great. Okay, so you guys do go to the Banshee. Welcome. You're there right now. You're on the Banshee. Conveniently, you've already been chilling on this map for quite a while. Great. And your journey begins with Sirona. So what do you guys do when you get aboard the Banshee?
Wait, where am I at?
You're in your room?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll stay there. I'm cool with that.
Okay. You know you're not locked in there anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Carlton Moth, what do you do?
Oh, sorry. I'm just admiring this map. I don't think I've seen this before.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I introduced this in our last session. So you are right here in the kitchenette. This is where you were making those mushrooms with your air fryer.
Yeah.
So I left you there. Also, the last episode is up, so whenever you have a chance to watch it,
I will.
There's no rush. You guys pretty much accomplished what you wanted to, and then you spent a lot of time fucking around on the Banshee on the way back.
All right, that's outstanding. I'll probably move to the front of the ship. I don't have anything to put in the air fryer right now.
Okay.
we gotta see what they got on Cato and Amoidia.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Atlee's just kind of like
Get some little rat bits.
meandering
squirrel bits.
around the ship. Eventually, they come over here. They invite Fury to play a game of Hollow Chess. There's a real Star Wars name for Hollow Chess, but I can never remember what it is. It always annoys me. Anyways, are you looking it up right now? You like shifted your posture. Please tell me, because Adam, he shifted his posture.
Yeah, he does that when he's thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so Fury agrees to play, but she like rage quits immediately, after just like a few rounds, and she tries to knock all the pieces off the board, but they're holographic. So instead, she just slams her furry little fists down on the table. She's pissed. She didn't know the rules. Dejaric, yes, Dejaric, or maybe Diaric. I think Dejaric sounds better, more Star Warsy. Anyways. That's what they got. They got Hollow Chess, Dejaric. Fury doesn't know how to play, so it's not a super long trip, maybe like a few hours. And in that time, Atlee, they try really hard to teach Fury how to play, but it's just not going well. Any other interactions, things you want to do while you're aboard the Banshee? Yamnak, I see you've left your room and are standing outside the cockpit.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just loitering there?
Yeah.
We're standing in the hallway menacingly.
Okay. Crash says, hey, what are you two losers doing in my hallway?
Hey, what are you doing in there?
What do you mean
idiot?
your hallway? This is our hallway now.
I'm taxing you around. What do you think I'm doing?
Wait,
And
taxiing us. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you were our chauffeur.
Crash
You have
is
to
really
get back to it.
Crash is
so I
really
give you a
offended by that.
noogie.
He presses a button on the panel and the door slams shut.
Oh, I
And
thought the door was shut.
no, it was open. And so through the
Just
but-
yelling through the panels.
through the now shut door, you hear Serona say to Crash, "I know they're annoying, but you didn't have to be that mean to them." Okay. Great. Jesus Christ. Okay. So you guys have been traveling for a little while, and you are going to arrive at Cato Nemoidia.
Is that the Banshee?
Yeah, that's the Banshee.
Why is
So
it flying away from it?
so I was about to answer your question. Please pretend that you don't have like a weird view of the rear of the Banshee. You don't, because you are inside the Banshee. So just ignore that. But that's a really nice picture of Cato Nemoidia. Journey to Cato Nemoidia is relatively uneventful, but as the Banshee drops out of hyperspace and the planet comes into view, you realize just how far this system has fallen in only a matter of months. I briefly touched on what Cato Nemoidia is, but I'll explain further. Cato Nemoidia was once the headquarters of the massive interstellar trade conglomerate, the Trade Federation, a major player in the separatist movement which opposed the Republic during the Clone Wars. When the war ended, the Federation was absorbed by the Empire. The economy, and consequently the people of this once unimaginably wealthy system, have suffered greatly, and their lives have changed dramatically in only a short time. Though this is, of course, not unique to this system. It's, post-war time. What can I say? As a result, it is the perfect location for criminals like Darga the Hutt, who seek to profit from the chaos and misfortune which is befalling Cato Nemoidia and systems like it across the galaxy. So, the Banshee. Okay, and then. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I wanted to show you guys another picture of Cato Nemoidia, but I'll just have to show it to you some other time.
Give us the whole slideshow.
I forgot to upload the picture. I can't. But anyway, Cato Nemoidia is like very cool. I'm gonna show you guys more pictures of it, but you should definitely like Google it if you want to. They're like these big towering rocks with these like mossy. It's very cool. Also, I forgot I was gonna show you guys this. This is that's what a Nemoidian looks like. You might recall. I don't know if you remember or not, but that's a Nemoidian.
Why does he look so greedy?
Wow. Well, that's a complicated question to answer. Short answer is because George Lucas was being like a little bit casually racist. He was trying to do a little fun allegory for Japanese imperialism. It got a little out of hand. Got kind of wild. Lots of stereotypes and offensive accents. You know how it is. But that's an Nemoidian, and as you know, no space racism. There is no space or fantasy racism in our campaign. I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do it. It seems like really fucked up for me to participate in that, and you guys, so we're not doing it. Anyways, the Banshee twists and turns to the scenic towering rock formations and mossy bridges that connect the cities built into them. It could be beautiful, but many of the bridge cities seem to be all but abandoned, left to rot at the end of the war, including Zara, your destination. And I guess that's when we're gonna leave it. We're gonna end a few minutes early because we only got half the crew here.
Yeah, sole survivors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At the
Are
start
you
of
on
wait.
my- Which side are you on?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. No, the other side. There you go.
the cameras are
side.
fucked
is it
up.
this side?
No,
Yeah.
you guys are both
There you
going
go.
the wrong direction.
No, we're going the right direction on my
My
screen.
left or
Okay,
your,
well,
your
I'm
right?
looking at the stream, and you guys are going the wrong. Anyway.
You're looking at the stream.
Yeah.
I thought you said not to look at the stream.
Okay, I'm the DM. I can look at the stream. What?
Okay, everyone, thanks for watching.
No, we're not done.
The
But
views are
so
not of that of the University
we're gonna
of
pick up
Washington.
next week,
There's
hopefully
no
with our
space
full
racism.
crew. We're gonna pick up next week, hopefully with our full crew. And when we pick up, you will finally arrive at Zara, the former capital of the once massively wealthy planet of Cato Nemoidia, former headquarters of the Trade Federation. It's gonna be sick. There's going to be sounds. There's going to be vibes. And Brandon is reminding me to plug our other campaign, which I did earlier in the show too, but I'll do it again. Brandon, who has been pretty active in our chat and is one of our biggest supporters, is also our previous and now returned DM for our standard fantasy D&D campaign put on by the Office of Student Veteran Life, and that is streamed at the same time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, on Wednesday evenings. That is like pretty standard fantasy vibes. It is the beautiful brainchild, original homebrew story of Brandon. Please tune in. It's a lot of fun. Also, talking to you guys, the two of you, you should watch it. It's fun. But also, there are like maybe like 100 or so hours to catch up on. But you should still watch it. It's really fun. Oh, I was reminded to do this at the end of our session with Brandon last week. Thanks. Thank you to Roll20, our virtual tabletop. Thank you to the University of Washington and the VA for tolerating us. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast and the creators of Star Wars 5e, which again is all fan content, and they put a shitload of work into making it the incredible game that it is. And thank you to all of the artists who put their art on Pinterest. And that is where I get the vast majority of our maps, our scenery, and our tokens. I think that's all the thanks I have for now. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you to our players. May the force be with you. Love you all. Good night.